I told our players after the game that I watched the BCS National Championship game. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl. But most people, if they're honest, would say the BCS game and probably the Super Bowl pales by comparison to the atmosphere, to the fight from both teams, and to the excitement in an event. This was a wonderful college basketball game. Obviously, we're the team smiling. We've had so many games just like this with UNLV, and we've been on the good side of late. They're a really, really, really exceptional team. We talked about them being the team that you could say, is it Baylor or is it UNLV in terms of the teams that we had played to date. So we were tough-minded. And I would like to single out Brian Dutcher and Mark Fisher and Tony Bland. They watched going backwards the last 8 games, and I thought what they said they felt we should do defensively was very, very effective. We didn't give them a lot of easy looks. We said, make sure you know where Stanbeck is. And we made it, for the most part, hard for them to get the ball in the basket. And when you do that, shots become more difficult. When you miss 1 or 2 and you don't come back and get a layup or get fouled and go and make a free throw, that next shot is not as easy as you would have it if you've just made 3 in a row. So we won the game because we defended. And from our perspective, it would have been very, very devastating having led for probably 19 of the 40 minutes, or 39 of the 40 minutes. So we need to savor this one, and we also know that we've got 13 more to go, and it will be harder in the pit against New Mexico on Wednesday. And we'll convey all that to them when we meet again for practice. But feels good today. Anything?
Coach, when you're playing a team like that, how hard is it with substitutions? Because you're just not that deep, and they obviously go deeper than you do.
Well, we've got 9 and I only played 7 today. And I was worried at halftime. I looked up and we had almost everyone 18, 17, 19 minutes in the first half. And I was concerned. And I told Mark, I said, keep an eye on who we need to get out and give thought right now to who we want to have go in. But you can go on adrenaline in an event like this, in a game like this, and I think that's what some of them did, Jamal in particular. What happens when you start to get fatigued is you have mental lapses. And for the most part, we did a pretty good job, even when we were tired, not to go brain dead. And that was tremendously important.
When Jamal went down, what are you thinking in your head? Are you thinking replacement for him for the last minute? What's going on with that sequence?
I didn't know who it was initially, and normally I'm the first guy to run over there. I didn't see Tom Abdenar go over, our trainer. So I'm hoping that, well, maybe he's going to be okay and we don't have to sub for him. Then one of the officials told me, he said, if you take a timeout, you don't have to sub. So I said, I want a timeout, and then they came over and said, no, that's not right. If the trainer comes out, you do have to take him out. So he twisted his ankle, but he's okay. He's fine. And what it did, obviously, it allowed both teams to catch their breath. And maybe that was beneficial to us more so than them. I don't know. But I was glad that he was able to go back in for that last 50 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever it was.
Coach, this is the team that scored 81 points a game. Today you held them to 35% shooting. What you guys do on defense?
I can't hear what you're saying.
What did you do on defense today? You held a team that scores 81 points a game to 35% shooting.
I made that comment. I thought we did a really good job of defending. I've watched all those tapes also, and Oscar Belfield, as good as there is in the country, of coming off those ball screens and twisting them and making those little bounce pocket passes. When you help, they kick, they make threes. But what they do is they run you out of the gym. They run out on you. They get dunks. They get layups. They get unguarded threes. And they got some on us today. But for the most part, we made it hard for them to get easy baskets. We did not want a game in the 80s. And I said that before. We wanted them to be a perimeter shooting team, and we wanted to contest the perimeter shots and limit the easy, open looks from the perimeter and not give them very many layups and stay away from 1,000 fouls. And we did pretty good with all of it.
That last play, can you just talk about that a little bit?
That was Jamal making a play. We wanted to. I didn't want to take a timeout because I didn't want to let them start talking. Okay, we're going to do this when Xavier comes off that top ball screen, and all of a sudden you look up and Jamal's got the ball at the end, and he knew, I knew, they knew he wasn't going to give it up unless it was somebody, unless they ran at him. He was going to make a play from that spot when he got it at the end, and he made quite a few plays for us today.